This match just got a lot more handsome.
Yeah, a man who's got good looks but a bad attitude.
Well, Saxton, guess which one of those matters more in life?
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing Los Lotharios from Monterrey, Mexico, weighing in at 205 pounds, Angel!
A third-generation superstar, a former cruiserweight champion, and the biggest heartbreaker since HBK.
Yeah, a truly lethal Lothario.
Time for this Lothario to get lethal.
And his opponent from New York, weighing in at 163 pounds, the Action Champion, the Superstar L.
Tension's riding high. Plans on getting things settled in the ring. I can't wait.
Word is that the champ was actually asking for this to be a title match, but the officials backstage wouldn't allow it. That is how competitive he is.
And you can see it in his eyes. The champ is coming to this one focused and ready for a fight.
The title is not on the line here tonight, but that is not going to keep him from keeping up the intensity in this one.
He's only become more and more driven since becoming the champion, and we'll certainly see that drive here in this one.
And on the other end is Angel, who I think a lot of people expect big things from.
And rightfully so. Angel is sports entertainment royalty, a multiple-time champion, and frankly, he's a fountain of charisma. It's not often you get a superstar with this kind of raw potential.
And just a multitude of strikes.
Rights and lefts, elbows, knees, all of them lethal.
Mounted palm strikes.
Just mounted with punches. And not, oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
He reverses it.
Saw it coming and got out of there.
Right to the kidneys from behind.
German suplex. And if you're facing Angel, what are you looking out for?
Well, Angel's going to cut corners, and he's going to do a very good job of doing so. So you have to be 2 steps ahead of him at all times. The more you can control the pace and keep him in your sights, the harder it'll be for him to play dirty.
These 1 counts are going to get harder and harder to kick out on.
Samoan driver. Cover. And referee cuts off the count at 1.
Not quite enough to put him away.
Left by the turnbuckles. Oh, look at the kicks right to the midsection.
Series of kicks in the corner.
Stopping their opponent. And the forearm smash.
And there's the cover. He
this far into the match. Where is this energy coming from?
Harlem sidekick.
He's lining him up.
Up into the torture rack.
Angel is in the worst way now.
The cover. Finally, monumental victory.
Here is your winner, the Superstar L.
That may be one of the most important wins I've seen in recent memory.
I agree, Corey. A huge victory tonight.
This victory is exactly the kind of statement I knew he wanted to make here.
This was a message from him to the entire WWE Universe.
Prepare for a truly glorious arrival.
A champion in NXT and WWE, no one else is glorious.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing Dirty Dogs from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds, the glorious Robert Roode!
A man who is never lacking in confidence, nor should he.
Yeah, it's easy to tell that Robert Roode competes at the absolute top level, both mentally and physically, each and every night.
You think about Roode, guys, he lives large in and out of the ring.
Does Robert Roode ever stop bragging about how talented he is?
Listen, when you have that
Roode does just that.
It is undeniable that Robert Roode is a polished competitor.
More polished than the top of Saxton's skull. An absolute in-ring phenom.
Already so much success and limitless expectations for the future.
And his opponent from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, the NXT champion, Bron Breakker.
The toughness of his father, the brash nature of his uncle. Braun definitely got all the good genes. You don't need to be a math major to realize that tonight spells disaster for Bron Breakker's opposition.
Or the entire WWE locker room.
Bron Breakker has his sights set on dominating his opponent tonight.
On a meteoric rise, Breakker hit the WWE running and hasn't slowed down. While Breakker may lack an overall in-ring experience, his lineage is one of champions.
Yeah, Corey, it's hard to talk about Breakker and not acknowledge his lineage. But one thing Bron Breakker has made clear is that he's not simply following in footsteps. He is forging his own path in WWE.
And then you've got the decorated superstar Robert Roode, known to use air for the win.
He breaks the ref's count before 2.
I can't believe it. He just won't go away. Uh-oh, this is not going to end well. Cross landing powerbomb.
And Bron has earned the upper hand here.
I can't dispute Breakker's strategy right now.
There he goes, right into the corner.
Vicious shoulder tackle in the corner.
You know, if Robert Roode can leverage his 2 decades of experience in this matchup, it could be enough to get the win. The more he utilizes all of that incredible knowledge, the more dangerous he'll be tonight.
That's smart thinking, and I'm sure Roode won't hesitate to put those big smarts to work.
Breakker telling the audience to holler if they hear him.
Gets him back.
Roode's pushing back now.
Roode was being tested, but finally was able to get some offense of his own in.
Can Roode withstand much more of this?
Looks like Roode's having trouble generating any sort of defense.
Look at this! Somersault plancha!
It's like a heat-seeking missile coming at you.
And the explosion occurring ringside.
Closed fist connects. Thrown back in under the ropes.
Bron Breakker daring his opponent to try the odds.
By the throat into the top rope.
Oof. Standing moonsault gets all of it.
He's looking a little weary now.
This is where endurance becomes so important in the late stages of the match.
Switched it up and hit the DDT.
Someone call a dentist.
And he's able to reverse. Placed in the corner. Caught him right in the jaw.
What a shot.
Tagged with a punch.
He's positioned up on that turnbuckle, and he had Bron's number there.
Quick exchange of counters there.
Bron Breakker, his strength on display. This is absolutely incredible. Look at the military pressing. Clearly not expecting this.
I cannot believe what I am hearing right now. Why would he come out here?
Why do you think, Saxton? These two can't stand one another.
Look out! Boom! Just turn that around. Chop block!
Right to the knee.
Breakker doesn't seem concerned with his opponent at all.
Braun fires back. And the corner he goes, a perfectly placed target.
That'll stop you in your tracks.
These two trading counters and an absolute masterclass.
Braun Breakker setting him up for the military power slam.
And that could keep Rude down.
What a fool. He had him dead to rights.
Breakker's feeling it. The end's in sight.
Fought off with an elbow.
A counter answered by another counter. Left him down. Like being manhandled by a bear.
We are seeing a next-level performance from these competitors tonight.
They've shown a lot.
Check out this display of power by Braun Breakker way overhead. The military press into the power slam. That has got to be the one.
And that'll about do it, folks.
Here is your winner, Braun Breakker.
Oh, yeah, they kept their focus and eked out the victory.
It was definitely the result of keeping their head in the game in this one.
Props to them for not letting the distractions get to them, to tuning out the noise and getting the job done.
If anything, the distraction worked as the perfect motivation to get them into gear. I don't hear a thank you, though.
Corey, I just don't get how your mind works sometimes.
Perhaps the richest man in all of WWE, Cameron Grimes.
And guess what, Michael? His fortune is going to the moon.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Burlington, North Carolina, weighing in at 220 pounds, Cameron Grimes.
This is a man who owns lots of stock, but also lots of gold.
You're right, Corey. He's held the NXT North American title, even held the $1 Million Championship, too.
Cameron Grimes looking to add a few more zeros to his bank account, courtesy of the winner's purse.
A genius high flyer.
Axiom is so fun to watch.
And his opponent from Madrid, Spain, weighing in at 154 pounds, Axiom.
A mathematical savant who claims everything in the ring can be solved by equations.
Given his success thus far, he may have the numbers right.
Time to see if the calculations are correct for Axiom.
If there's one thing everyone knows about Cameron Grimes, it's that he's got no shortage of confidence and just loves to run his mouth. In fact, he was probably shooting his mouth off backstage before this very match.
You can't fault a man for believing in himself. And what's more, Cameron Grimes can actually back up what he says in the ring. Grimes doesn't just talk tough, he is tough.
Grimes needs to be plenty tough, like you say, Corey, but he hopes to live up to his own bravado and snag the win here in this match.
And he'll be taking on the superhero known as Axiom. For what he lacks in size, he more than makes up for in brains.
He's a nerd, Saxton. That's why you like him. You two probably sat at the same table during lunch. Uh-oh.
Are you kidding me? Back of his neck.
Trampling the opposition.
Grimes isn't being given any room to recover.
Axiom is doing a great job remaining engaged with the opposition. Poison Rana. You know, Cameron Grimes can be absolutely ferocious when the moment calls for it. And this is one of those moments. If he utilizes that roughneck offense of his and throws caution to the wind, he could find himself firmly in control of this matchup.
That sounds like good advice, Corey. A strategy that's well-suited to the technical savage.
Jarring European uppercut.
Into the corner now. Knife-edge chop echoing through the arena. Momentum is pivoted toward Axiom.
Yeah, the wheels are coming off the wagon for Grimes here.
This Axiom is something special in my eyes in the WWE Universe. Watch out! Suicide dive!
That's finding any which way to topple the competition.
Hurling your own body like that is insane.
Planning on what to do next. That gets reversed on Grimes. Turning the tables.
Big forearm.
He takes control.
Quick return to the ring. Back elbow completely cuts them off.
Axiom reverses.
Picking up speed, building momentum. Trying to change the top.
Ah, had to get it going, but gets stonewalled.
Slows that down with a... Axiom finds the golden ratio.
Axiom might have him.
Cover. He stays alive. He stays alive.
An impressive kick out by Cameron Grimes, who's showing a lot of fight thus far.
Throwing everything and the kitchen sink in there, but to no avail.
Hung out to dry.
I don't like the look in his eye here, folks.
From the heavens.
God, that's a bad landing.
My goodness, that did not go as planned.
Might have been a bad plan to begin with.
Well,
Superior finds its mark.
Targeting the leg there.
He's in a bad way, guys.
Yeah, this is a dire situation right now.
Everyone get out of the way. These two are abandoning all restraints. No!
Tossed back into the ring. Uh-oh. Elbow drop. Looking for a little bit of high risk here, it seems.
From the heavens, the big body splash from the top. He's reeling, slowly getting up.
Axiom finds the golden ratio. Feeling like it's over for Grimes. Cover! 2!
It's over, all in a night's work.
Here is your winner, Axiom.
This was as dominant a win as I've ever seen, guys.
That's why they call it light work, Cole. Barely even broke a sweat.